on the Point Park Sports Network, presented by Stretch Internet. As today we have a terrific and also challenging matchup for you today as the Point Park Pioneers prepare to take on the first place IU East Red Wolves. Hi everybody, as always, welcome to the broadcast. I'm Colton DeBiase, and today I am joined by a very special guest, as I am joined here by a Point Park freshman who is from Melbourne, Australia, number 41, Samuel Koch. Sam, thank you so much for coming on the broadcast with us tonight.
Colton. It's a pleasure.
All right, now Sam, this is going to be a challenging matchup for the Pioneers. What do you expect from the Pioneers today?
Well, it really has to be a fight for this one. We know that the IU East are a big threat in the River States Conference, and really this game can make or break the season. It really depends on the amount of effort that the Pioneers put in today. It really depends on our rebounding. I say even in our practices we were focusing a lot on crashing the boards and securing those, and that leads to our offense. So if we can focus on that, I reckon we'll be in good shape.
What players do you think we should watch in this game, Sam? Now, one player that comes to mind is Bishop Smith, who is very dangerous from three-point range. He has 70 three-pointers so far this season. Do you think that he is a player that the Pioneers should watch out for?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, yes. We've got to make sure with our perimeter defense that we do keep our hands up, especially off those pick-and-roll situations where that big may lift. Even if the big does drop a little bit, that shooter, Bishop Smith, he will have some space, so we've got to make sure we keep our arms up on that closeout.
Now there is a big advantage for you guys here. You have a 6-0 record in home games this year. And with a game like this for first place, how important do you think this game is for?
Oh, it's vital
for you guys.
It's vital. Honestly, being able to execute on your home court is vital to a team. So if we can get another one this evening, it will really put us in good shape. As I said before, if we keep our rebounds under control, I reckon we'll be in good shape. It'll set the tone for the rest of the game.
And right, you are, Sam. Thank you so much for that. As like we were talking about, this is going to be a challenge for the Pioneers, and these two teams have met 15 times over the years. The Pioneers only have 2 wins, and the last win coming on February 3rd, 2017, when the Pioneers upset IU East, who were nationally ranked 7th at the time, 79-76. As we should expect a good matchup here at CCAC Allegheny. Let's send things down to public address announcer Mike Taylor for the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's River States Conference game between the visiting Indiana University East Red Wolves and the Point Park Pioneers. The NAIA embraces the 5 core character values of the Champions of Character Initiative, which are respect, responsibility, integrity, servant leadership, and sportsmanship. We hope that you embrace these values as you create a positive environment for everyone to enjoy. And now let's meet the starting lineups. First, for IU East, which come into tonight's game with an overall record of 11-8 and a perfect 5-0 mark in River States Conference. They are coached by Mark Hester. At 6'8", junior forward all the way from St. Andrew, Grenada, number 4, Jehu Lafayette. A 6'5" freshman guard from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 5, Donald Lee. A 5'9" senior guard from Indianapolis, Indiana, number 10, Bishop Smith. A 6'7" senior forward from Ottawa, Illinois, number 12, Keating Rombach. A 6'1" sophomore guard from Connersville, Indiana, number 21, Garrett Silcott. And now the starting lineups for the Point Park Pioneers, who entered tonight's contest with an overall record of 9-8 and a 2-2 mark in River State's play. Point Park is led by head coach Joe Lewandowski. At 6'1" sophomore guard from Pittsburgh, number 3, Sharon Shafino. A 6'2" junior guard from Pittsburgh, number 20, Jawan Willis. A 6'5" sophomore guard from Uniontown, Ohio, number 24, Cameron Shockley. a 6'7" junior forward from East Cleveland, Ohio, number 30, Adam Scott. And a 6'2" freshman guard from Columbus, Ohio, number 32, Xavier Prince. The referees for tonight's contest are John Bailey, Adam Fiore, and Jesse Joseph.
This should be a great matchup for us today here. As opening tip-off is about to begin here at CCAC Allegheny. We're ready for a start, and we are off here at CCAC Allegheny with IUEs controlling the ball to start off the game.
Now, Point Park's defense really has to execute here. See, they're looking in the post early for number 4 there.
As that is J.U. Lafayette, the junior from St. Andrew, Greta, as Garrett Silcock just takes the jumper there, no good. Rebound taken by a very strong scorer for this Pioneers team, Cameron Shockley.
That's exactly right. Relies on his length a lot, but it gets him to the bucket and can execute on that three-point shot as well. Very deadly.
Here's Willis with control, guarded by Silcock. Double team now, just gets it off for Shockley. Into the corner for Shafino, gets inside with the jumper, and it's no good. Rebound almost was there for the Pioneers. That was by Adam Scott. And here comes Silcock driving down. And there comes a 3 for IUEs, and the shot is not going to count from J.U. Lafayette.
Now, interesting to see what will the Pioneers run here. Will they look to get Adam Scott in the post?
Here's Cameron Shockley, just gives it off for Scott. Scott thought about giving it to Shafino. He gives it off for Shockley instead, and Shockley for 3 shots not going to go. The ball will roll out of bounds, and IUEs will regain possession.
See, if I'm Coach Lewandowski, that's a good shot for me, because Cameron Shockley, he has that range. He can take that shot from out there, so really has to see if he gets that space again, will he fire it?
Yeah, you were spot on, Sam. And Cameron Shockley has been so dangerous from that part of the court as well. So we'll see if Coach Lewandowski does use that for their advantage. But for now, here comes a 3 from IUEs, and that shot is no good either by Bishop Smith. Here's Juan Willis leading it up for the Pioneers. Here's Willis, gives it down low for Scott, and Scott with the cha-ching shot gets it down for 2.
That's an excellent roll there from Scott. Used his body and span right off it straight to the ring.
Here comes IUEs trying to return the favor, and that is going to be blocked by the Pioneers.
Point Park foul number 30, Adam Scott. That's his first, team first.
As IUEs is going to go to the free throw line for the first time tonight, as for either team. And the first shot is no good.
Keating Rumbach at the line for the Red Wolves.
Keating Rumbach. And the first shot does, and the second shot does go down, however. IUEs cuts the lead in half.
Now IUE's going for a 3/4 court press here. Interesting move, especially since the big fella in the middle, Adam Scott. Interesting to see where he goes.
There's Juan Willis trying to make a few spin moves down there. Gives it off for Prince, who gives it over to Shockley. Shockley down low for Scott. Scott picks it up there with the cha-ching shot, and another one for Adam Scott.
That could be a go-to move for these Pioneers squad. That pick and roll has worked twice in a row there for Scott, straight to the ring.
And my goodness, what a block there from Sharon Shafino. It is going to be a foul, however, from Shafino, and J.U. Lafayette will go to the free throw line for the first time.
J.U. Lafayette.
It's been interesting to see Lafayette go straight to the ring, especially on those rolls. He's taken that first 3-point shot, but it's interesting to see he's going more to the bucket on these last few possessions.
J.U. Lafayette has been a really good player for this IUE's team. He's played in 18 games so far, total of coming into the day, 404 minutes. As the lead is now 4-3 in favor of the Pioneers. Here comes Cameron Shockley, driving down the side, gets it off for Shafino, who keeps it in bounds. Back out for Scott. Scott just retreats. Gives it for Willis. Willis with a pick by Scott. Willis has to retreat, gets back up, gives it over to Shockley, who's wide open, thought about taking it, but will settle for two instead, in and out, and the rebound cannot be taken by Scott. And we're going to get a call here if the Pioneers are going to keep it, and they were, and the foul is going to be on J.U. Lafayette.
Going for a box set here.
Willis gets it in for Shockley, and Shockley lost the ball, picks it up, however, gives it over to Prince. Prince guarded by Smith. Prince trying to drive inside with the layup, and it's good.
That's an excellent drive there from Prince. Read the baseline was open and saw the help defender wasn't going to come across. Lay it right up.
Here comes IU East trying to return the favor. Here's Silcott, and here comes the three from Donald Lee, and it's good.
That's what Pioneers squad were worried about, that three-point shooting there. Primarily from Prince, but it shows others can contribute as well.
And as IU East has tied the game up, Xavier Prince with control now, a pick by Scott. Here's Prince who gives it over to Scott, and Scott for three, the bottom! What a three from the big man, Adam Scott. You gotta love to see that, Sam.
Oh, honestly, it's brightened me to see it at a practice. He's becoming more confident to take those. Not just inside in the post, he's willing to stretch it outside.
Has he been practicing a lot more from three-point range in practice?
Yeah, and Coach is actually encouraged if the shot is open to take it. So the fact that he's confident enough to be taking it in games now, really good sight to see.
And Adam Scott does get that rebound there. He just gives it off for Willis. Willis with a few moves there. He gives it back to Scott. He just dumps it back off for Xavier Prince. Here's Shockley. Shockley fakes it, tries to get it down low, loses the ball, tries to get it up on the layup there, and that was blocked there from Keening Rumbach as he got knocked down.
Looks like we got a loose ball foul here.
Foul number 12, Keating Rumbach.
You're right on that, Sam, as Keating Rumbach commits his first foul of the game, as the first substitutions are going to be coming on. For the Pioneers, as Kyle Carrington will check into the game for Juan Willis, one of the few starters from this Pioneers team from last year. As he awaits to inbound. And a long pass as Prince grabs it. Prince with a backhander move down low. Shot's no good. Play stopped. And the foul is going to be on Donald Lee.
Donald Lee, his first.
And Xavier Prince is going to go to the free throw line for the first time today.
Xavier Prince at the line.
It'd be interesting to see, especially Bishop Prince, given he's a bit of an undersized guard, see if Xavier Prince can take advantage of that.
As Xavier Prince gets it down there. And Xavier Prince does get it down there as well, as Garrett McHenry is going to enter into the game for the Pioneers, and Adam Scott will go to the bench.
Point Park going small here, putting Garrett McHenry at the 5 spot. Running almost a full court trap.
Here comes IU East. There's Lee. Lee trying to find a lane there. He just gives it up. And here comes a three for IU East. The shot is no good from Silcott. Kyle Carrington on the rebound.
Carrington taking it right to the rim. Kick out to Shafino. Tries for three and shoots long. Rebound Smith.
And here comes Smith driving down low. And a nice block there from Cameron Shockley.
Substitution, IU East.
By Nate Soltis, who just entered into the game for IU East. And Tanner McFall will enter into the game as well for IU East, as Donald Lee will go to the bench. Here's McFall. McFall got it inside there, and what a dunk from Keating Rumbach.
Shows that Point Park big. In that case, it was McHenry who came high too low, open for that dump down to the big there, Rumbach.
There's Carrington trying to return the favor. Point Park does still have the lead, though, 11-8. And oh my goodness, you can always count on Cameron Shockley. What a nice backhander.
That's just the showboating finish. That's beautiful. And looks like we got a offensive foul there, charge taken by Shockley. That's a good read on defense there. He read the drive and was getting across just in time for the ref to make the call.
And as you look at the bench, Cameron Shockley's fired up there. As Mark Shahady will enter into the game for him.
And it's good to see Shockley and especially Shahady taking leadership in this team. Especially for the younger freshmen on this squad as well, being able to show the ropes almost for the younger guys. Here we go, Carrington looking to get a pick and roll with Xavier. Gets a backdoor to Shafino for the layup. That was a great cut there and a good find from McHenry.
A nice play-by-play moves there, Sam. Already a natural.
Hey, I can try.
Here comes IUE's trying to return the favor there inside, back out. Here's Silcott trying to take it for three, though. He fakes it, he takes it, and he gets it in.
That is excellent patience from IU East. Not willing to take that first rush shot, but willing to move the ball and still get a better one.
Here's Prince. Guarded by Soltez, gives it off for Shahady. Shahady gives it back out for Prince. Prince can't take it inside there, and he lost the ball there. Here comes IUE's back the other way. Taken by Smith, and Smith for three. He's so dangerous from that range, but he can't connect it this time.
Looks to be Point Park basketball after that. Loose ball was lost there.
As one of the cheerleaders had to go pick it up as Xavier Prince exits the game, and just like that, Cameron Shockley right back in.
IU East still sticking with this full court press here.
There's Carrington leading it up for the Pioneers, and just like you said, Sam, full court press for IU East. There's Carrington.
You can see Rombach denying that post by playing high there on McHenry.
There's Shahady over for Shockley. Shockley inside for McHenry. McHenry's trying to find a lane to take the shot, and that is just going to be blocked by Rombach. Here comes Silcott driving down low, and oh man, and you can hear that all the way up here as Nate Soltez tried to get it down low as Garrett McHenry came flying in to try to get the block.
It really shows the defensive energy from the Pioneers there. We really have to, there has to be someone back earlier, and McHenry, obviously, you could probably hear that backboard slap from 5 country miles away.
I wonder if you can hear it back in Australia too. Maybe you could.
You probably could. It's that loud.
As the shot rolls around, and it is good.
Carrington looking to push the ball here, push the pace.
That's Carrington, guarded by Soltis. Carrington trying to drive in, and a block from Rombach, and Carrington's going to be called for a travel.
That was a good read there from Rombach, not willing to commit to either way on the crossover, still staying straight up.
There's McFall, inbounds it for Silcott. We got 12-16 left to go here in this first half. Low-scoring game, though, so far. Only 26 points scored. There's Smith. Smith trying to make some moves as he's being guarded by Shafino, and a bang from Shafino gets it in anyway.
That's excellent offense. Good D, better offense. That's an excellent, strong move there.
There's McHenry, just gives it off for Shahady. Shahady over for Shockley. Shockley up for McHenry. He just gives it over for Shafino. Shafino trying to find someone down low, just gives it back up for Shockley for three. The bottom!
There's another one.
What else is new? Another three for Cameron Shockley.
Just another one to add to the total. Shows the IU East aren't worried to give him that shot that might have to change in the scouting report.
And there's Rombach, just gives it back out for McFall. He gives it back out for Silcott. Silcott trying to find a lane. He gives it off for Smith. Smith, is like we said, is so dangerous. 73-pointers so far this season, and he's going to try to get 71, and the shot's no good. And a long pass from Shahady out for Shafino. Shafino takes it inside, try to be a little fancy there. But it looks like Brett Bishop-Smith is going to be called for a foul, and he is.
That's excellent transition offense there from Point Park. Really wanted to push the ball. It took one pass to get from the three-point line on the defensive end for the Pioneers and get it into their own half court. That's really good pace.
As we have immediate timeout here on the floor, and we will take a timeout as well. Pioneers up 18-13 over IU East. We'll be right back. We're back coming out of that immediate timeout here as Point Park is at a 5-point lead over the IU East Red Storm. Now, Sam, I think with this, I think you really have to be impressed with this Pioneers team so far, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The really roster overhaul over the past couple of years. Last year there wasn't many big men to play in the middle, but now Coach Lewandowski has changed that and addressed the size, and we really have more post options, and it's shown in our new record. It's really been a good sight to see. It's been good.
As Sharon Safino just connected on that first free throw. And he's able to connect on the second one as well. And I think you really have to know, Sam, that like 13 play, like you know, with the Pioneers have had 13 players see action this year, but 11 of them making their Point Park debut this season. You know, I think it really has to help out knowing you really have all that depth in your lineup.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And it just shows on defense, the freshmen obviously having a lot of energy willing to put in on defense. And it shows that the senior guys in the lineup, as we have a three that goes down there for number 21.
That's Garrett Silcott, and that was a nice three, too.
That was good, creating space there. But as we were saying about the young guys in the Point Park roster, it really shows that Coach Lewandowski is willing to make moves if it means that they're going to go for a title.
And especially when big games like this, knocking off a team that you have struggled for so many years with
as the coach.
Yeah, that is Mark Hester in his 12th season in command of this IU East Red Wolves team, and he was not happy there as he just got a warning from one of our officials here tonight as he has not been happy about the call so far in this game.
He's going to have to watch out later in the game, knowing that he'll be in the referee's head as we move on.
Here's Xavier Prince up the three-point line, retreats back to midcourt.
I have to give credit here to Garrett Silcott, number 21. He's actually played very good on-ball defense for IU East.
Here's Shockley. And Shockley with a nice pass there from McHenry, who gets it up on the backside, and it goes in.
That's an excellent finish there from McHenry, using the rim as almost a block to get the shot around and in.
And they get it off just in time, too. There was 1 second left on the shot clock.
Exactly right. And there's a backdoor pass there for Silcott as he puts up a floater up and in.
IU East not giving up, though, however. It seems like whenever Point Park makes a big shot, it seems IU East always returns the favor. I think that separates from the good teams to the great teams to see if IU East can come with a good response.
Absolutely right. Here Shihadi goes off for the rim and blocked. And it's going to be Point Park basketball.
As some substitutions are going to be coming on as Juan Willis is going to come into the game for Mark Shihadi. As he will go down.
Interesting to see here, Coach Lewandowski sticking with this small lineup, going with McHenry at the center spot, trying to get number 4 here for IU East, Lafayette.
And here's Carrington driving down low with the cha-ching shot for 2.
There's another one, Kyle Carrington using his speed to his advantage, taking it up against his matchup.
You got 9-12 left to go here in this first half. And here comes another 3 from IU East. This time it's from McFall. Shot's no good. They do get the rebound though, however. And here's Smith. You got fake from Prince. And that shot is no good either. Rebound taken by McHenry for Point Park.
Excellent help defense there from Willis, willing to put his body on the line and still try and get over and affect the shot there.
Here's Carrington. He was trying to look for a pick from McHenry. Here's Shockley. Shockley down low there, and that is just going to be picked off by Donald Lee as he enters the game again. Here's Smith, and Smith for 3, and that shot is no good.
I think this is affecting him mentally here, Bishop Smith. He's taken a couple, and Point Park have done well to address that. So credit the Point Park defense for that.
And I think if Point Park was to come out with a win, you know, you have got to contain a player like that. As Garrett McHenry cannot connect on that 3. And here comes IU East back the other way. Here's Silcott. Still got looking for somebody to pass who gives it off for Smith. And wide open is Donald Lee for 3. And it is no good off of the rim, and the rebound taken by Xavier Prince. Xavier Prince thought about giving it to Cameron Shockley. He does just that with a fake from Donald Lee, and Shockley for 3. The bottom!
There's yet another three-pointer there for Shockley. That's becoming a real threat for Point Park. They could ride this out.
Shockley has been on fire so far from that range.
And Kyle Carrington looking to come in and get the block there on number 4 there, Lafayette.
Yeah, as you said that, as he is going to be fouled. Lafayette is going to go to the free throw line. Adam Scott is going to enter back into the game for the Pioneers, and also Bryce Long, a freshman from Georgetown, Kentucky, will enter the game as well.
It's been interesting to see number 4 rolling a lot more to the rim, especially earlier in this game, but he's willing to take the contact, and obviously he's going to have to take and make his free throws here.
As Lafayette remains perfect on free throws, 3 attempts and 3 makes, as Garrett McHenry will go to the bench.
And that is one thing, especially in today's game, that is becoming less and less common, that bigs have to be able to make their free throws and still be able to shoot.
As Lafayette could not connect on the second free throw. Here's Willis and a long pass from Shockley, who's wide open, takes it inside this time out the cha-ching shot, no good. And there was a fight for the ball there with Lafayette and Carrington is going to be called for the foul.
Pioneer foul, number 1, Kyle Carrington, his second.
As Sharon Shafino will enter the game for the Pioneers. Carrington will go back to the bench.
Point Park going with almost a 2-2-1 three-quarter court press here. Here's number 21, Gareth Silcott, looking to run the offense. Got a double high screen.
As he's trying to find somebody to pass to, he just takes it off inside, gets the jumper for 2, and it's good.
That behind the back dribble, that can be deadly. That's very, very effective for him if he can get his shot off with it.
As IUEs cuts the lead down to 7. Here's Prince. Prince gets it off for Shockley. Shockley thought about taking it, but he finds Shafino instead wide open, tried to be a little fancy there, and he got blocked by Lafayette.
That is an excellent read there from Lafayette. Willing to still read Shafino's up and under move there and block it on the other side. Great read.
As Doug Alves is going to come into the game, there was some confusion on who was supposed to come out, and it ends up being Juwan Willis. Shockley to inbound for the Pioneers. He just gives it back out for Alves, who just entered into the game for the first time tonight. Here's Alves, guarded by Smith as he got it off to Shockley. Shockley over for Scott, up at the three-point line. Gives it over to Shafino. The Pioneers are keeping up there. You got 4 seconds. Pioneers have got to hurry as Lafayette stole the ball away from Scott, and here comes the Wolves back the other way. Here's Silcott. Gives it in for Long, who gives it off for Lee. Up at the three-point line. Guarded by Prince, and a long pass for Silcott. Down low for Lafayette. Lafayette. Guarded by Scott. As he lost the ball there. Nice job by Cameron Shockley.
Excellent communication there on Point Park's defense. Not willing to leave their man, not willing to leave a shot open.
And here comes Shafino. Shockley tried to get a pick there. Shafino just gives it off to Prince. Prince sets up shop there. You got 17 seconds on the shot clock, so the Pioneers have some time. And there's Prince trying to drive down low. What a block by Lafayette. Picked up by Scott, however. And Scott with a jumper, and he connects.
That's good patience again from Scott. It's really good to see. He's not willing to take that first shot. He's willing to wait for Lafayette in this case.
And that was just some great focus there by Scott, knowing that Lafayette with that. And here comes Cameron Shockley. He took the ball away from Long. Here's Shockley driving inside for Shafino, and the jumper shot's no good. The play is going to be stopped. And we're going to see what the call is. And that is going to be called on Cameron Shockley. And he's not happy about it.
Showing his frustration there. That's understandable.
What do you think, Sam? Do you think that?
I'm not sure. I can't really see what the referee's seeing there, but obviously Shockley's not happy with it.
As he is not there. But nonetheless, Pioneers are up. They'll 29-21 is our score with another media timeout. We will be right back. 5:43 left to go in the first. We're back there coming out of that media timeout.
Xavier Prince not willing to give Silcott any room at all.
As Silcott is trying to find a lane there, he can't find anyone. Just gets it off for Smith.
Great help defense there from Prince. Wouldn't have pushed the ball.
And here he comes back the other way. Leftley almost had a hand on it. Here's Alves, just gives it off for Prince.
Going for a high screen and roll, see if they can get Scott open.
He gets McHenry instead. McHenry's going to take it for three, and he connects.
That shot has become more and more open over the course of these last few games for McHenry. He's making more of them now. Good to see. There's another three ball here. And
IU East cannot return the favor.
Alves wanting to slow it down a little bit here. See what they do.
And here's Alves, who just gives it off for Prince.
Going to that high screen and roll again.
Here's Prince back out for McHenry. McHenry thought about taking it again. Just gets it down low, gives it off for Alves.
They're running down the shot clock. They've got to be quick here.
As Alves with a long pass from McHenry. McHenry's going to try to get another three, and he puts it in.
That's another one. He must be feeling confident at this point. 2 of 2 from 3.
And Adam Scott trying to get a hand on that ball with the long pass from Bryce Long over the Keening Rumbuck.
Point Park really have to use this momentum here. Get a stop. If they get a score, that could really hurt IU East's chances.
It makes me wonder, too, if IU East is going to make me have to call a timeout soon if the Pioneers do that, as Kyle Carrington is going to come back into the game for Xavier Prince.
Interesting you say that. I reckon this possession, if they get a score, it might well influence Point Park to call a timeout. We'll have to see on what Coach Lewandowski would want to do. Silcott getting in isolation against McHenry.
As McHenry and Scott were guarded on him, and the shot is no good.
Want to slow it down again here.
And here's Alves. Gives it off to Scott. There's Carrington inside on the bank, and it's good.
That's the second time this game that baseline has been open. He's got to look for that more. I reckon he'll be a threat down there if he hasn't been already.
Here's Rumbuck. Rumbuck looking for somebody to pass, who gives it off for Silcott, and Silcott for a quick three, and it goes in.
3-point basket, Garrett.
It's just been bucket for bucket for bucket now. Point Park really have to lock in and get a couple of stops under their belt.
Here's Shafi now, just gives it off for Alves.
Silcott really harassing Alves on defense here.
As there were some miscommunications, he tried to get it off for Scott, and it was just picked up by Lefali. As Carrington tried to steal the ball off from Long, and it went out of bounds.
That's great energy there from Carrington, willing to put his body on the line even if he goes into his own bench.
As Donald Lee is going to come into the game for Bryce Long. As Silcott will inbound it for IU East. As Lafayette gives it up for Silcott. Silcott with that jumper, can't connect. Rebound taken by Smith. Almost there. Was there a jump ball? There was Alves and McHenry tried to fight for it. And there was a jump ball, and Point Park is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, really, as a player, it's really encouraging to see people willing to dive on the ball. It's one possession, but it can affect the whole course of the game, a win or a loss.
As Xavier Prince, just like that, comes back into the game for Doug Alves.
IU East still sticking with this 1-2-2 press, wanted to harass Prince on his right hand.
There's Prince. He has McHenry. And McHenry, I believe, is going to be called for an offensive foul, and he will.
That's really, we really have to, as a Point Park team, we really have to lock in on offense, especially because that was a guard on big situation. We really shouldn't have to be putting our shoulders in if we want to get space.
There's Rumbuck. Rumbuck thought about giving it to Smith, gives it to Lee instead. Lee with a spinner rum off Prince, and Lee gets it in on the jumper.
Donald Lee with the jumper for the Red Wolves.
There's Carrington, inbounds it to Prince. Prince gets it back to Carrington. Carrington looking for somebody to pass to. He runs inside on the cha-ching shot, and it's good.
Oh, that's just all muscle there from Carrington, willing to still, even though in the midst of getting hit, he's still able to finish it through contact.
Here's Rumbuck. Rumbuck down left for Leftley. Back to Rumbuck, and Rumbuck gets it inside for two.
That's an excellent cut there, right down the middle. Rumbuck still willing to be unselfish and give it off to his teammate. That's really good patient basketball.
Here's Carrington. Carrington trying to make some moves of Silcott. There's Carrington. Gives it off for McHenry for threes. He fires and he gets it in.
He's 3 of 3. Can he ride this out? He is hot right now.
Garrett McHenry, the junior from Bowling Springs, Pennsylvania.
There's Rombach there for a 3-ball.
And it's no good.
Shafino taking it up now for the Pioneers.
Shafino just dumps it off for Rombach.
Carrington still willing to be patient with it here. Interesting to see. Looking for that pass down there to
Carrington,
Sky
my
for the roll.
Goodness.
There's another. Carrington obviously pleased with his pass there. Understandably so. It was a great dime.
A great communication there by Kyle Carrington and Adam Scott for that beautiful layup. And here's Lafayette off of the front of the rim.
That's going to be an offensive foul there for Lafayette.
And Coach Lewandowski is fired up on that sideline as well with the rest of that Point Park Pioneers crew as they have a commanding lead.
This is really good to see the whole bench getting on top of the team and getting support out there for the guys that are on court. Really nice.
Especially with this team that is undefeated in River State's conference play. A team that made it to the Final Four of the NAIA National Championship just 2 seasons ago.
Here's Scott again in the post, willing to work on his left hand against Rumbach. Right hand hook off, no good.
And
Put
Scott
back.
trying to get it again. Play is going to be stopped. And Keating Rumbach is going to be called for the foul. Adam Scott back to the free throw line.
Scott here, transfer from Cleveland State University. Has been a really good addition, I have to say, willing to put his size into action and get to the ring.
As first shot is no good here. No substitutions for the Pioneers, but there will be a substitution for IU East as Nate Soltis comes back into the game.
It's good to see the body language of Point Park really being upbeat at this point. Against IU East, there's been a history of IU East have been getting these wins over the past couple of years when they've played against the Pioneers, but it's good to see that Point Park are getting up and about now.
As you got 41 seconds left to go, and here comes Xavier Prince back the other way. Another turnover from IU East results in a block from Donald Lee. Here comes IU East back the other way quickly. And here comes a 3 from IU East, and you knew that was going in from way downtown from Nate Soltis.
There we go, the freshman there, 6'5", from Indianapolis, Indiana.
There's Juan Willis.
Looks like they'll play for 1 possession here.
So you got 12 seconds left to go. See if Pioneers can try to get some points before halftime. We got 6 seconds left to go. I wonder if Juan Willis is just going to keep it. Tries to get it inside, has a lane, gets it in on the bank, and no good.
And there's been a foul being called. Is that on Donald Lee?
We'll see. That is huge, and you're right, Sam. That is going to be called on Donald Lee. And with 0.08 of a second left, Pioneers will have an opportunity. Let's see if that is going to be from the charity stripe. Yes, that will be, as
Everybody stay in your seats.
with 0.08 of a second left to go in this first quarter, Juan Willis will have a chance to make this a 18-point game. First shot goes down. No, 17-point game, excuse me, as Point Park now leads by 16. And the second shot is good here. See if IU East is going to hurry. And the horn sounds there, and that will do it for this half in a very shocking half. The Pioneers up 47-30 over the first place team in the River States Conference East Division. What do you think, Sam? That was a phenomenal first half for the Pioneers, don't you think so?
That was really excellent. Good to see, especially with Willis and Shahadi, the real veterans on this team, both being juniors, willing to still get the freshmen up and still put this game out of hand if they can take the chance.
As we are going to take a quick break here, we will be back in about 15 minutes here. Pioneers up 17 over IU East. You are watching Point Park Men's Basketball on the Point Park Sports Network, presented by Stretch Internet. We'll be back. Welcome back to the program, ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to begin second half action here at CCAC Allegheny, with the Pioneers with a shocking, commanding 17-point lead over the first place IU East Red Wolves. As we mentioned, I'm Colton DeBiase, joined alongside Sam Koch. Now, Sam, what do you think the Pioneers need to do? I think the obvious thing is to not let go of the gas, But do you think the Pioneers need to do anything else to try to pull this off?
Honestly, at this point, we're doing a really good job of pushing the ball in transition offense, but it really just depends, as I said at the start of the broadcast, about these rebounds. we've been giving up a lot on the offensive end to number 4 Lafayette, especially going back up for those putbacks. So if we can secure those, then we'll be in better shape than not.
And let's also take a look at some first half stats for you. As the scoring leader for IU East is number 21, Garrett Silcott with 13 points, and then, Adam Scott is the leading scorer for the Pioneers with 12. Rebounding leader is J.U. Lafayette with 3 rebounds, and Adam Scott is the rebounding leader as well for the Pioneers with 5. Silcott is the assist leader with 2, and Xavier Prince is the assist leader with 3. As overall, IU East has 7 assists, Point Park has 10. Pioneers have 4 steals, and so does IU East. IU East 6 turnovers, Pioneers with 7. IU East has 5 blocks, Point Park only has 2. And IU East had 19 fouls in total, and Point Park with 7. As we are about to begin a second half, as we are about to begin second half action here at CCAC Allegheny, as the Pioneers are going to try to close things out here at CCAC Allegheny and get their first win over the IU East Red Wolves for the first time since 2017. As IU East with control of the ball first, and the Pioneers with an early turnover. Here's Xavier Prince out for Juwan Willis.
There's another back door for Shafino, and he gets blocked in the rim by Rumbach.
What a block there from Rumbach. Here comes IU East back the other way. Here's Rumbach driving down and wide open. Gets it up. IU East starts the second half with a bang.
That's the good thing about IU East at this point. Their patience, not willing to rush anything. As you saw Rumbach on that last drive, want to go out as Xavier Prince gets it out. Shockley, Willis at the top of the key for 3, and off the front rim, no good. Xavier Prince in there for the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Xavier Prince with the offensive board. And
49-32 is our score here. Pioneers continue to extend their lead. Here's Rumbach out for Lee. Lee guarded by Shafino. Their play is stopped. West Raven, as the officials waving it off, as Sharon Shafino is going to be called for a foul.
His second team burst.
Silcott's going to take it out of bounds here. I thought he would have come off some sort of screen for Rumbach instead of Bishop Smith coming back into the corner.
Silcott gets it off for Rumbach as he lost the ball there as that was touched by Shockley. It was picked up by Prince, who gave it off for Willis. And Shockley for 3, no good there. Rebound by Prince, stays in bounds, gets it back out for Willis. Willis trying to find, what a nice move there off of Smith. And Willis with a long 3. The can cannot get it in. Cameron Shockley tried to get it in off the rebound, but it is taken by Donald Lee. Here comes Lee inside. Shockley can't get a block on it, but he gets the rebound.
Point Park have a chance to push it here.
Gets it off for Willis.
Coach Lewandowski chooses to pull it out.
He's pressed by Silcott. Gets it off for Shafino. Shafino over for Scott. Over to Prince. Prince guarded by Smith. Prince trying to go inside. He gives it off for Shockley. Shockley down low inside for Willis with a backhander, and it goes in.
Points count, +1 free throw. Excellent cut there from Willis, recognizing his defender took his eyes off him. Goes straight back door and finishes it.
And Willis will have a chance to get another free shot as well. I'm not sure if the shot counted, and the shot did count. And Willis will shoot 1.
That's that veteran leadership there from Willis, knowing that his team had to make a play there, so he's willing to see his defender go off him and straight away backdoor, willing to go to the ring.
And he's able to get the shot there as well. Here's Silcott. Silcott off for Rumbach. Rumbach with the jumper off of the rim, rebound taken by Willis.
Point Park can push it here. Shafino going down the wing.
Shafino he gets it back out.
Excellent
Gets
move.
it off of Lee and gets it into the basket.
That was a brilliant move there from Shafino. That slight hesitation caught him off guard.
And here's Lee off for Smith. Smith has not got a 3 of the day, and he just got his first one there.
That is excellent ball movement. That's not the first time, especially for IU East, willing to move the ball, get a better shot.
After 5 attempts, Bishop Smith finally gets it down for 3. And Shafino fires to return the favor, and the shot's no good.
Here's Bishop Smith pushing it up the floor again. Met by Prince, cross left to right. Goes up with the left hand and rebounded by Prince as they look to push, and the foul is called.
Play is going to be stopped, though. Offensive possession. will remain with Point Park.
Red Bulls foul number 12, Keating Rombach, his third, team second.
As
In for
Brady
IU
Smith,
East, number
as Brady
20,
Smith enters the game for the
Brady
first
Smith
time for IU
replaces
East,
Keating Rombach.
as Keating Rombach will go to the bench. There's Ron Willis. Gives it up for Xavier Prince.
Xavier Prince driving to the
Xavier
ring there, gets it
Prince.
up over. Adam Scott with the offensive rebound and puts it back up and in.
What a nice job there.
Board and put
What
back for
what a
Point
nice
Park.
job there from Adam Scott to get the rebound.
Oh, miscommunication there.
And an easy layup there for Garrett Silcott.
Yeah, the Pioneers really have to communicate, especially on transition defense. That's too easy there for IU East.
IU East-
You're going to execute on that.
IU East still down by 19, however. Here's Willis, long out for
Great
Shockley.
kick out.
Shockley fires, no good, over the front of the rim. Here comes IU East back the other way.
What
Here's
could've-
Silcott, just gives it off for Lee.
could've been-
Lee guarded by Prince. There's Smith, just gives it off for Lee. And here comes the three for IU East, no good there, shot taken by Silcott. Silcott thought about taking it again. Gets it inside, back out for Lee. Lee driving in for the layup, and it goes in.
Donald Lee with
That's
the
an
bucket.
excellent drive there again from Donald Lee.
And Sam, like IU East isn't going down without a fight either. They are
Absolutely.
easily still in this.
Absolutely, no margin is too big, especially as Point Park have discovered they've come back from larger leads than this. So we really have to make sure that the gas pedal is still kept right down.
Here's Smith. He finds Shafino down for the layup, and it goes in.
That's an excellent cut there from Shafino. It seems that a lot of the senior guys, there's a 3-ball in transition, good for number 20 there.
That's Brady Smith, and a timeout is going to be taken on the floor from IU East.
That's really has to be a focus
30
here for
second
Point
timeout,
Park, our
IU
transition
East.
defense.
It'll be a 30-second timeout here. Now, I think we talked about how good Point Park is playing here. As that is going to be a full timeout, there's some miscommunication there with our officials here. Now, you really got to give credit though to IU East. It seems like they're finding their mojo here. I mean, have you seen anything impressive so far, say, from this IU East team?
Especially, I have to say, Keating Rombach, number 12 here, the senior, he's been really taking ownership of playing strong at the ring, and that's really affecting how his teammates go about themselves. The fact that he's willing to still take contact and go up, as we saw in the first half, he's willing to attack the ring at any cost. So if Point Park want to keep this lead, they'll have to focus on locking him up.
And also Bishop Smith finally got a 3 after five attempts. I mean, you could get maybe a little nervous there because if he gets one, maybe that can be a momentum swing for him.
Yeah, that's the thing. You really don't know with Smith, especially given his record in the past, making 73s prior to this matchup. You really have to make sure, especially as I said at the start of the broadcast, keeping our hands up on those closeouts. As you said, it's already been 5 attempts and he's only made this one. So that's a good sign for Point Park, but they can't stop there.
And you also have to watch out, Sam, because as you know, the last game this Point Park team played would be a game that they would wish to forget after a heartbreaking loss from Midway after leading 62-49 with over 11 minutes left to play.
That's exactly right. Yeah, it was a heartbreaker, but those are the sort of games you really have to move on from, and that's what the Pioneers will look to do here.
And it's showing here as they're not going down without a fight here. And here's Prince, gives it off for Shockley. Shockley with a backhander, no good. Rebound taken by Luthley for a second. There was a scramble for the ball. There was Kyle Carrington trying to get it. And J.U. Lafayette, I think, is going to be fouled.
That was very good help defense. While Cameron Shockley had the space there to finish on the right-hand side of the backboard, you could have said he could have done a bit too much on that finish.
There's Carrington, inbounds it. Gives it off for Shafino. McHenry tried to get a pick. Gives it back out.
There's Lafayette denying that post entry there to McHenry.
There's Carrington in the corner. Gets it inside to the pin as he fell there. Got it off in time for Shafino. Shafino cannot connect on the layup, and there's a scramble for the ball, and IU East is going to regain possession.
Oh, those possessions, they really cost you in terms of later on in the game. You look to see what you could have done differently. Those sort of possessions, we really need to get into our offense quicker.
IU East with a chance to cut this lead down to either 15 or 16. Sorry, folks, I got my math wrong. As IU East is gonna have a chance to cut this lead down to either 13 or 14. As
on the drive there, good help defense there from Prince as Carrington secures.
and nice job defensively there by the Pioneers. Here they come back the other way. Here's Shahady. As Shahady over to Carrington. Carrington driving inside, gets it in with one hand on the layup.
Excellent finish there from Carrington, willing to go to the ring as we showed before.
Here's Silcott inside. That was for Nate Siltes.
That is excellent patience. Again, from time to time, IU East still looking for those backdoor cuts, and on that time found Soltis.
As Juan Willis will enter into the game soon as he waits there. Here's McHenry, tries to return the favor, and he gets it in.
That is an absolute dime there from Xavier Prince. Great vision to still see that, and he's obviously excited after that. Here we go.
Here's Smith. Smith driving in, guarded by Carrington. Smith gets it out, a nice pass there.
Great defense
McHenry
here, great
there,
defense.
and a nice job by Xavier
Brace
Prince.
yourselves.
Here comes Cameron Shockley racing down, and he gets it in.
That's the transition, defense to offense.
Beating out Garrett Silcoff for that as he tried to swab his hand to get a block.
That's the momentum we were talking about earlier in the broadcast. Willing to get one stop and then a score. That shows how effective they can be.
And here's Lee for three off of the front of the rim, short.
Point Park can really make a statement here on this possession.
Here's Shahady, guarded by Smith. Shahady gives it off for Prince, who just dumps it off for Carrington up the three-point line. Carrington, a long pass on the other side for Shahady. Shahady gets out of the corridor, gets it in the paint. Play is going to be stopped because Shahady is going to be called for a travel.
IU East basketball.
That really could have been a chance to stamp their authority on the game for Point Park.
Coach Lewandowski was trying to make his case as well, as Cameron Shockley checks out of the game for now. And needing Rumbach enters into the game for Donald Lee.
Replaces Donald Lee.
Obviously, Coach Mark Hester here for IU East, having faith in Rombach to still produce in the second half.
Here's Silcott over for Rumbach. Just gives it off for Smith. Full court press for the Pioneers. Here comes Smith racing down here, gives it off for Silcott. Silcott driving in rolled off the rim. That shot won't go either. Rebound taken by McHenry. Dumps it off for Carrington. Gives it back up for Willis. Willis trying to get inside, just takes it out. Here's McHenry. McHenry fires! No good there. Rebound taken by Rumbach as there was as Xavier Prince was trying to make his case there as he thought it went off Rumbach, but nonetheless, IU East with another offensive possession.
Shahady on Silcott here, goes left to right. Good block there from Shahady, and a foul is called.
And that is going to be on Shahady.
Silcott going to have to make his free throws here if they're going to start a run, get back in at a 20-point lead here for the Pioneers.
Got 12:28 left to go here, so plenty of time for IU East, and especially for a team that is 5-0 in River State's conference. That is 5-0 in River State's conference play, and the shot rolls off of the rim. It's not going to count.
Entering for Point Park, 12, Doug Alves replacing.
As Doug Alves comes into the game for Marcus Shahady.
As this program has really been phenomenal as IU East connects on that one, making the River State's conference playoffs every year since 2008, and they have made the NAIA tournament every year since 2015.
Here we go, Xavier Prince looking to slow things down. Gives it off to Carrington in the corner there.
Carrington just gives it off for McHenry. McHenry thought about giving it for Alves, just gives it back for Prince. Prince gets back, fires for three, no good. And there's a scramble for the ball there. Can McHenry get it out? No. No call from the officials yet, and it's going to go in favor of IU East.
Oh, that's a very tough call there.
Yeah, that was close there.
Very tough call.
And we were going to get another media timeout here. IU East down but not out. But Point Park remains up by 19. We will be right back. We're back here coming out of that media timeout with 11:57 left to go in this game. Pioneers up by 19, but just like we were talking about, IU East is not going out without a fight.
Point Park going back to this 2-2-1 press, really applying some pressure to the ball handler. In that case, Prince gets it off to the corner for a three ball, no good.
And Shockley gets it, and he gets it in. He has Garrett McHenry, and that is going to be picked off there. Shockley gets it up for the layup, and it goes in.
That's excellent hustle there from Point Park. Shockley's still willing to dive onto it and finish the play.
Nate Soltis had a hand on that ball, but he could not keep control of it, and Cameron Shockley just picked it right back up.
Silcott comes off the pick, screens there.
There's Silcott down low for Soltis. Soltis for the layup, gets the cha-ching shot.
Nate Soltis with the finish for the Red Wolves.
Point Park looking to slow it down here as Alves has the ball in the left corner.
As Alves leaning it up on the far side. Here's Carrington. Carrington just gives it back for Alves. Alves keeps it. He gives it for Prince, who just gives it back for McHenry, over for Carrington.
Point Park better hurry here.
Carrington with the layup there, and Carrington is going to be called for the travel. Sharon Shafino is going to enter into the game for the Pioneers, along with Jayu Lafali for IU East.
This really has to be a turning point for IU East. If they're going to want to make a run, they have to start doing something now. They've got to get a couple of scores under their belt.
Here's Silcott leading it up. And just like you said, Sam, IU East is going to need as many points as they can right now. Here's Smith. Smith gives it off for Rumbach. Gets it down low for Silcott.
Great pick
and
off.
Nice job by Xavier Prince picking that off from J.U. Lafayette. Here's Shafino back the other way. Gives it off for Prince in the corner. Prince inside, gets it back out for Shockley. Shockley thought about taking it, gets it inside, gets it back out for Prince. Prince gets it down low on the layup, and it goes down.
That's an excellent finish on the left hand there from Prince. Here we go. Point Park really need to stop here if they want to stamp their authority.
Here's Silcott, gets it in for Smith, guarded by Prince. Smith looking for a lane here as he pushed Prince off a little bit there, and Prince is going to be called for the push.
That's a tricky call there as well. Prince has to be careful here not to get a technical. As Lafali receives at the top, gives back to Silcott for a three ball, and it is good.
Three-pointer, Garrett Silcott.
Nice job there from
Silcott.
Garrett Silcott, as that is his fourth three so far in this game.
Shockley.
And here's Shockley, fires for three, the bottom!
And Point Park are really wrong here as IU East call timeout.
30-second timeout, Point Park.
Oh, that's Point Park, sorry, correct.
That is a smart call. Do you think that's a smart call there by Coach Lewandowski to take a timeout with something like that?
Well, really, it's actually good to see that he is like really. You can see in the huddle there, he's quite happy with the energy that Point Park are producing right now. If they're able to move from their defense to their offense in a matter of a couple of seconds, it's going to be good for them.
Yeah, while we're waiting, folks, let's take a look at the road ahead for the Pioneers, as they will be back in action on January 18th against Ohio Christian at 3 p.m. and then they will be at Penn State Greater Allegheny in McKeesport on January 21st for a non-conference matchup, and then they will be right back here on January 24th against Brussia. A good slate of games coming up here for the Pioneers, as Ohio Christian currently sits at 2-3 in River Saints conference play, and Brussia sits at 1-5 in the River Saints Conference West Division. So, a few good games coming up for the Pioneers as they are trying to go through the motions of trying to get back into this River Saints Conference race, as J.U. Lafayette
From Rombach.
gets it in for two.
Xavier Prince really wanting to push the pace here.
Mr. Xavier Prince gets it off for Shafino. Shafino over from McHenry. McHenry over for Shockley. What a nice pass there from Shockley. In for Shafino, no good there. Rebound taken by Lafayette.
The big fella bringing it up here.
He
Hand
gives
off
it
there.
off.
Good cut there. Good help there from Carrington.
That was a nice job there, cutting off the route for the pass. But Smith gets it back up and he fires for three short. Lafayette gets the rebound. IUE sets up shop once again. 8:50 left to go here. Lafayette looking for somebody to pass who gets it off for Silcott. Silcott over for Lafayette. Lafayette inside, driving in, and Garrett McHenry is going to be called.
Point Park foul, 33.
That's
Garrett
very nice to
McHenry,
see, especially with
17th field
Lafayette using his size, getting to the
PA
ring,
at the
not being
line
afraid to take contact.
for IU East.
and given he's 3 for 3 from the line, I think, so far in this game. So if he can make a couple here, it'll really put IU East in a good spot.
And he's actually 3 for 4.
3 for 4.
As make it 4 for 6. As substitutions are going to be coming on for the Pioneers as Adam Scott and Juan Willis enter into the game.
Notice Coach Lewandowski put Adam Scott here at the half. He was very effective here. He had 12 points and 5 rebounds, so if he can take advantage of his size again, we'll be putting Point Park in a authoritative position.
As Leslie connects on the other on that free throw, 1 for 2 on that trip. There's Carrington leading it up for the Pioneers.
This could be a potential mismatch here for IU East, putting Carrington with...
he is on Keating Rumbuck right now.
Rumbuck,
Carrington driving down low. Adam Scott gets the rebound and gets the basket.
Excellent finish there from Scott, finishing in the contact.
And he's going to draw a foul as well. Adam Scott seems like we'll go to the free throw line. It's Tanner McFall will enter into the game for IU East for Keating Rumbuck.
Adam Scott at the line shooting.
Rumbuck checks out of the game. The real only big in this lineup here is Lafali for IU East, as Scott could potentially take advantage of that with his size advantage.
As Adam Scott is able to connect on that free throw, 2 for 3 on free throws so far in this matchup. Here's Smith, like the other way, guarded by Willis. Just gets it off for McFall. McFall looking for somebody to pass to, and he just gives it off for Lafali. Lafali for 3, no good. Rebound taken by Carrington.
Point Park looking to get a couple of screen and roll actions here on the right side as Carrington goes to the ring, gets a pass into Shafino, takes some contact.
No good as Cameron Shockley.
He was virtually tackled and he still put it up and made the basket. Excellent finish there.
And he's fired up there as he will get another chance. My goodness, what a phenomenal job in this matchup by Cameron Shockley.
That's an excellent finish. That's a momentum changer right there. The fact he's still willing to finish.
As the shot is no good there. Rebound taken by Shafino. Shafino in for the layup.
That is very, very good there from Shafino. Still not going back on defense straight away, hanging around, getting that second chance.
Pioneers extend their lead.
Excellent D there.
And here's Lafayette, gets the jumper. Went off the rim a few times and it goes in.
There's yet another one for Lafayette. We really have to make sure that he's under control in the second half.
Here's Kyle Carrington. Carrington driving in for Scott. Scott could not keep control of the ball. Rebound taken by IU East. As McFall get it up for Smith. And that was a block from Cameron Shockley. Shot is no good here with the block from Smith.
Point Park slowing down the ball here with Willis.
There's Willis. Mark Shahadi will check into the game for the Pioneers. Here's Willis. Willis thought about taking it, gives it off for Shafino. Shafino for 3, and the shot is not going to count because Sharon Shafino pushed off.
Yeah, that was very unlucky there. Cameron Shockley open in that right-hand corner. And that really could have been a chance for a 3-ball or even a drive.
And Coach Hester for IU East called it right away.
That was very, very close. That could have been detrimental for IU East. As Garrett McHenry will come back for Shafino.
You got 6:50 left to go in this game.
I reckon that's enough time that IU East can potentially put a run together. But if they're going to, they've got to start now.
There's Silcott. Silcott with the jumper in and out there. Lee with the rebound for IU East.
Donald Lee in there in the post and still finishes the right hand. There's yet another one for Donald Lee. That's an offensive rebound. What it costs you. Really have to make sure, as they've said at the start of the broadcast, the rebound count was going to be make or break for Point Park.
Pioneers still up by 20, however. And here's Prince as it went off a body for IU East. McHenry can't lead it up.
That had to be
Some
sort of foul from Chandler McFall. Looks to be the foul.
Yeah, that is right, Sam. Foul's going to be on Tanner McFall. McHenry will go to the free throw line for the first time today. Been pretty impressive so far. 5 for 8 on 3-pointers as he's able to connect on the first one. No, he is 5 for 8, excuse me, on field goals, and he is 3 for 5 on 3-pointers so far.
As Scott gets inside possession, doesn't matter because McHenry makes the free throw as Silcott leads it up for the IU East. Prince matched up with him at the top of the half court as Lafali gets it at the top. There's a back cut there from Prince.
Lafali thought about taking it. He gets it inside, and it's good and one.
With the finish and foul.
That's another excellent drive there from Lafali.
IU East with an opportunity. IU East with an opportunity to cut the lead to 20.
Team 7. Media
And we are going to take another media timeout. IU East down by 21 with 5:57 left to go. Will they be able to storm back here, or will the Pioneers come out with the upset win? We'll find out after the break. We're back here coming out of that media timeout as Gio Lafayette will shoot one. As it is in and out. McHenry with the rebound for the Pioneers.
With Shahadi matched up against Bishop, number 10.
That's Bishop Smith. As Shahadi double guarded there, though, as a quick timeout there by Coach Lewandowski.
Excellent call there from Shahadi under pressure, but realized he still had that timeout he could call and get out of that.
Yeah. This will be a 30-second timeout, so we will stay on the air here as
Point Park really have to make a statement here. Even though we have 5:46 left to go in this ball game, we really have to keep the foot down because, as we've seen in past games, the saying "ain't it over till it's over" really applies. So
that is exactly. Yeah, that is exactly true, Sam. And like we have mentioned it, we have mentioned it 1,000 times on the broadcast here. The IU East remains undefeated in River State's conference play, so they're not going down without a fight because they want to keep their streak alive.
Absolutely.
As Shockley will inbound it, he gives it off for Prince. Prince for Shahadi. Shahadi fires for three, no good there. Rebound by Scott, gets it in and gets it down for the Prince. And here Shockley thought about taking it, just gets it off for Prince.
Excellent hustle there from Scott, willing to put his body on the line and dive after that ball. Prince drives right to left, gets it up, and in. Excellent. Oh,
what a nice job.
They're
saying it's not going to count.
Looks to be an offensive interference.
Because of Garrett McHenry, I think, because he got his, I think they were saying because he got his hand up on the net. I'm not sure if that was the reason. As Bryce Long enters the game for IU East, says shot's not going to count.
Number 2, Bryce Long replaces Garrett Silcott.
As Bryce Long into the game now.
As it is going to be called from goaltending, as our statistician for the day, Allison Schubert, got it in. Very knowledgeable with basketball. As
with the finish for the Red Wolves.
As the Red Wolves get that one in, Pioneers now down to 19.
IU East foul number 5, Donald Lee.
There's another one there for Donald Lee. Second foul. Will that affect him later on in this game, not being able to play as aggressive? We'll see.
Cameron Shockley will go to the free throw line with only one attempt so far. He missed it, so. And he does not miss that one. Goes down for one. Pioneers lead back within 20.
Surprised to see Cameron Shockley not getting as many free throw attempts, even though he has been attacking the ring, but as he knocks in the second one there.
Now 2 for 2 on that set of free throws for Cameron Shockley. IU East hurrying up here. Here's Donald Lee driving inside, gets it in, and it's no good.
And
there's going to be a block here, and there will be. As Kanan Rumbach will go to the free throw line.
His first teammate. That
is 8 team fouls. That could put them in the bonus later on. As we've seen, free throws really beneficial for IU East as Rumbach puts that one in.
IU East still going to have a lot of work to do if they do want to claim back. Still down by 20.
You're right. There is still a long way to go, but it's definitely still possible. We've seen that even in this conference.
There's Rombach, and the shot is good there. IUE is now down by 19.
And they're still applying the pressure. Double teaming Prince in the corner there. Gets it off to Shockley and quickly reverses it to Willis. Pushes it up. Garrett McHenry.
McHenry driving in.
And an offensive foul called on McHenry there.
Foul, 33, Garrett McHenry.
With Coach Lewandowski with his hands up, knowing that like he was curious himself on why that was called a foul, but nonetheless, IU East is going to get the ball back again.
Yet another chance for IU East to produce. Who knows where this could go? Getting another stop. Can they get a score from this and start a run?
Here's Silcott leading it up for IU East. Guarded by Willis. Here's Smith. Smith thought about taking it, and he does take it in and off of the rim. Rebound taken by Lafayette for a second there as McHenry tried to get control of the ball, but he stepped out.
As IU East maintain possession here.
IU East still down by 19, however. 4:30. We got 4:31 left. And a quick alley-oop. It seemed like an alley-oop there for Donald Lee.
Yeah, exactly right. Point Park caught sleeping there, but Xavier Prince pushes it up. McHenry in the corner for a three ball.
And
Scott
was
hustles
no
after
good
it.
there. And a nice job by Bishop Smith keeping it in bounds. Smith gives it off for Rombach. Rombach, easy too.
As Coach Lewandowski calls a timeout, obviously not happy with what he's
Yeah,
seeing.
you have to take a timeout there, and it is going to be a full timeout there with 4:12 left to go. So since this is a full timeout, we're going to take a quick break here. Point Park's still up, but IU East threatening. We'll be right back. And here's Carrington with a long pass from Shafino. Shafino racing down here with Silcott. Shafino can't get it in. And the rebound taken by Lafayette, and he dumps it off for Smith.
That really could have been a chance for Shafino to push it out to 17.
There comes Smith, and a miscommunication there for IU East as Rumbach.
Turns it over there.
There's Carrington, full court press for IU East. There's Prince, just gives it off for Carrington, back over to Prince.
Still not willing to take the foot off the gas. IU East still pushing it.
Here's Carrington.
You see the pressure here from Rombach on Kyle Carrington.
There's Carrington making sure that Rumbach is making sure Carrington does not have a lane to go to. Gives it off for Shockley. Shockley for three. This could be big. No good here. Rebound taken by Carrington. Carrington can't get it up here. Rebound denied by Lafayette.
As the foul is called on the floor, number 4 Lafayette again.
Kyle Carrington will go to the free throw line. His first time at the free throw line today.
That is 4 fouls for Lafayette. That could be costly for them down the stretch. They may need him for his rebounding skills and his athleticism.
Rumbach also has 4 fouls too, so they have to watch out as well, as the shot is no good from Carrington.
Bishop Smith wanted to push the pace here, conduct the offense, and here's another three open for Rombach at the top of the key, and it's down.
Wide open too.
And a timeout taken by IU East, and it is a full timeout.
Full momentum here as we can hear Cameron Chocolate here really trying to gather his troops here, as it's not just a 12-point ball game, Sam. It was just like that. It was just 20 points.
Absolutely.
Not even a minute ago.
That's it. It shows how quickly this game can change. And we said at the start, ain't it over till it's over. 3:23 to go, more than enough time to put a run together.
As Point Park is really going to be in, as Point Park better watch out here, as they could be in deep trouble. And we're to see how this game plays out here, and hopefully we don't get another repeat like over the weekend with Midway. So
yeah, that's right. Yeah, it just shows how crucial it is to stay locked in the whole time, especially through these runs at the late points of the game. You can't lose focus at all.
As Cameron Shockley is going to be on the floor for the Pioneers, along with Adam Scott, Kyle Carrington, Xavier Prince, and Sharon Shafino. So
the IU East coach here, Mark Hester, would really be happy with this last few minutes here from his team. As Point Park have the basketball here with 3:23 to go in the second half.
And a full court press on the way for IU, and a full court press on the way for IU East. There's Carrington, he gives it off for Prince. Got 3:20 left to go.
Carrington not willing to take any unnecessary chances here. Good to see he's patient.
As he is guarded by Donald Lee. Here's Carrington. Plenty of time on the shot clock. As Carrington gives it off for Shockley. Shockley down low for Scott. Scott back up for Shockley.
They're going to have to hurry up. 6 seconds on the shot
5
clock.
seconds left to go. Shockley's going to have to hurry. Gives it off for Smith, and Smith can't get it down here. And the rebound taken by Donald Lee.
As Donald Lee will look to push it here, goes right up.
Driving in and lost the ball there. Here comes Adam Scott there, but he loses the ball. Play is stopped. And Adam Scott is going to be called for a travel.
He's visibly frustrated with that. He's not happy.
And he is going to check out of the game for now. Garrett McHenry will take his place. 2:45 left to go. IU East down by 12.
They can really make a run here if they get a score. That'll put Point Park under the pump.
There's Rumbuck, gives it off for Smith.
Stops.
Smith trying to find a lane. Jumper, no good, off of the front of the rim. Rebound taken by Lafayette. Lafayette in, and it's good. Cameron Shockley just tried to sit there to see if he could try to get a block.
Yes,
10-point game.
10-point game. Ain't it over until it's over. Point Park really have to keep the foot down here. We have to
Here's Carrington.
get a stop or two and get a couple of scores.
Here's Carrington, and Carrington loses the ball here as he tried to cut the route from McHenry. Here they come back the other way. Here's Silcott down low for Lee. Lee gets it in on the layup. 8-point game.
Shockley gets it into Carrington here.
Carrington over the Shockley.
As he wants to push the ball here. Shouldn't be looking to be doing too much, especially given they only got 1:48 to go on the clock.
Here's Xavier Prince.
8-point
Prince
game.
just keeps it, gives it over to Trefino, over for Carrington, back out for McHenry. 11 seconds left on the shot clock. McHenry driving in, he loses the ball. Another costly turnover from the Pioneers of IU East. Get it, and they do. Here comes Smith back the other way. And here comes a three for IU East, and it is no good. Rebound taken by Cameron Shockley. That could have been big, but a missed three from Silcott. Here comes the Pioneers. Here's Xavier Prince. We got 11:15 left to go. I think it's going to get to the point where IU East might have to start fouling. Here's Shockley. Over for Carrington and Rumbuck. And Rumbuck is not going to be called for the foul because the officials said Cal Carrington stepped out. A free offensive possession for IU East and a full timeout for IU East. My goodness, Sam, what a chain of events.
What a turnaround. This has just been so dramatic to see, especially since IU East have been producing down the stretch, making plays, going to the ring, getting buckets, but backing it up on the defensive end as well.
And IU East only needs 2 threes to make this a one-possession game.
It's just
Now, it might be 1-0. We have 1:08 left to go here, but it seems like this is going to be a long, long ending to this game. So we're just going to have to see how things play out here. So
that's right.
what is it?
Especially if IU East, Mark Hester decides to start fouling here down the stretch. If Point Park start to hold it, especially with an 8-point game, you got to get a couple of buckets quickly.
It makes me wonder here, Sam, if IU East is going to maybe try to get a few threes or maybe just try to settle for field goals here. What do you think?
It may be what's his name? 21 Hillcott.
Yeah, that is Garrett Silcott.
Yeah, that's right. They may look to get him for a couple of 3-point shots from the perimeter, but they also might get Lafayette down low to get a couple of layups. It really just depends on Point Park's matchups here. Coming out of the timeout, looks like they've stuck with their small lineup with Garrett McHenry going again to the 5 spot, so they could take advantage with the height here.
And as the leading 3-point shooter for this IU East team is Garrett Silcott. He has had 7 attempts and he has made 4 of those. So we'll see how things go here, folks. Buckle your seatbelts because we are going to be in for a wild ride to this finish here at CCAC Allegheny on this cold January night. Here's Silcott. Will he take a 3? No, he decides to drive in, gives it back out for Smith. Now Smith drives in, try to get it in as he loses the ball here. And here's Sharon Shafino coming down. Here's Xavier Prince. King me, Xavier Prince!
Slam it down there, young blood. Get it in there.
10-point lead for the Pioneers. Here's Silcott driving in. Silcott with the jumper, no good here. The jumper isn't good for IU East in the first one, but the second one goes down.
And it is just like that, an 8-point game again.
Are they going
And
to start
another
thunder?
careless turnover.
And they lose the ball. Here comes the three for IU East. No good here. Rebound by Carrington. And IU East has the foul.
What a sequence.
My goodness, Sam. What a dunk there from Xavier Prince.
What
Going down the lane. Phenomenal.
What energy there from Xavier Prince at the end of the game. Less than a minute to go, still getting up and throwing it down.
As Cal Carrington will go to the free throw line for the Pioneers.
These free throws very crucial here. As Cameron Shockley checks back into the game for Jawan Willis.
Here's Carrington.
As it's
1-1.
So the ball is live if it's missed.
And
it is
he
missed.
did miss it, and
There's a turnover.
IU East will get possession of the ball once again. We got 35.6 left to go, so no matter what now from here on out, IU East is going to have to hurry and try to get a quick shot.
And so their lineup reflects it. Bishop Smith, surprising, he's only 2 of 12 from the field today. So will they look to him down the stretch?
Here
As
comes
Silcott
Silcott driving in on the layup. No good here. Play is going to be stopped. And Cameron Shockley is going to be called for the foul.
Point Park foul number 24, Cameron Shockley
As
is
that is his
10.
fourth foul. As subs.
As some more substitutions are going to be coming on, and IU East has the opportunity to make this a 6-point game.
I can't believe we're saying it could be a 6-point game. A few minutes ago, it was 20.
29.3 left to go. As he missed it. 3 substitutions are going to be coming on for IU East.
As Adam Scott also looking to check into the game.
Or Coach Lewandowski might
He's
be
holding
having
him
second
out.
thoughts,
Yeah,
and he's
holding
just
him
going to go
out.
back to the bench.
As Point
And,
Park really need this defensive rebound to secure it. As Lafalia is also checked out of the game, hurting their potential rebound chances as another free throw goes down for IU
The
East.
shot is good, and it seems they're going to have to foul quickly, and Shockley just gives it off, and play is going to be stopped. And number 24, Nate Soltes, is going to be called for the foul. You got 25.3 IU East continuing to bring on the substitutions, and so will Point Park.
As
Cameron
Marquez,
Shockley
the
at the line
IU
for
East
Point
coach,
Park.
looking to put in most of his big guys back in there for a defensive rebound. As Shockley goes to the line for 2.
And the first one in and out. We got 3 substitutions coming on for IU East. We got Donald Lee, J.U. Lafayette, and Kenny Rumbuck.
As Tanner McFall comes out of the game. As Rombach is also back in there for IU East as Shockley takes his second.
25.3 left to go. Shockley gets it in.
They really need a quick shot here.
8-point lead for the Pioneers. There's Smith. Smith has to hurry here. I'm not sure what he's doing. He's trying to find a lane here. He gets it up for 3 anyway, and it is off of the back of the rim. Rebound taken from Shockley. You got 13 seconds left to go here. Gives it off to Prince. Over to Jafino. You got 9 seconds left to go. And 5, 4. Everyone's on their feet, clapping. And that will do it. The Point Park Pioneers coming into CCAC Allegheny and stunning the IU East Red Wolves for their first River States Conference loss of the season.
That is excellent performance there from Point Park. You were worried at the end, could they potentially let it go? But the maturity of the older guys, especially with Jawan Willis and Cameron Shockley producing down the stretch, and Adam Scott, what a game.
That's right. All of the heartbreaks over the years for these Point Park Pioneers. It's blowout after blowout. And they finally get their revenge, picking up their first win against the IU East Red Wolves in almost 3 years. Just a phenomenal job overall by this Pioneers team, huh, Sam?
It was, what a game, honestly. It was, from 20 points, it came down to within, 5 or 6 at one point?
Yeah, pretty much.
And it shocked a lot of the crowd when late in that game they'd made a few shots, IU East, but Point Park holding it on.
As the Pioneers are going to improve to 10-8 overall in overall play, and then 3-2 in River States Conference play, so they will still remain in that 3rd place spot in the River States Conference East Division, as IU East will drop to 5-1, and they will be tied with WVU Tech for first place in the River States Conference division here. Sam, any final thoughts before we get ready to leave?
No, it was an excellent game. It was very, for a basketball purist, it was a very good game.
Yeah, we thank you so much for coming on, Sam. I know, as we know, you're going to be going back to Australia soon. We wish you nothing but the best there, and prayers up to your family and everyone in Australia involved in the fires.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
And that is going to conclude things here for everyone in our Point Park Sports Network production crew. For Sam Koch, I'm Colton DeBiase saying so long from CCAC Allegheny Pioneers getting a big win over the IU East Red Wolves. Have a great night, everybody. Colton DeBiase here at CCAC Allegheny for the Pioneer postgame. I'm here with Coach Lewandowski. A huge win against IU East. Coach, what were the keys to victory today?
Well, I think the guys came out here and they battled. I thought that our assistants put together an awesome scouting report, and I think that's part of it. But at the end of the day, it comes down to guys just competing. I mean, you walk into the locker room after the game, and guys are excited but the win. They're beat up, they're banged up. They were in a 40-minute contest. Anytime you have a chance to compete against IU East, they are so well coached. They have such good talent. And you can walk away with a victory. That's a big win. That's a big win. So we're really excited about it. And we're hoping that momentum carries us, and that intensity level of how you have to compete carries us.
What is the message there for the rest of the season, knowing that you beat like one of the best teams in the conference, in the conference? Excuse me.
I think the message is continue to do what we do. We put 5 guys in double figures again. We had 18 assists. We share the basketball. We take great shots. Defense and rebounding travels. We out-rebounded them by, I think, 15. So that's one of those things where when you do those things, you give yourself an opportunity to win. The next step now is to take that and travel. The way we play, take it on the road with us. And that's our next game, because we're going to be in for a battle because Ohio Christian's really good and we're going to have to compete.
Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you, and go Pioneers.